Previously on Destiny.
You're running out of time. I feel my sister bearing down on you.
Your family is tenacious, if nothing else.
No more than yours.
My brother spent years suffering punishment for the path you made him walk. Finally, justice finds its mark.
A wish isn't something to be trifled with, most especially within the cosmic tapestries contained within the Destiny universe. What would you say then if I told you that a 15th wish is yet to be granted within Destiny? Why not take a journey with me, backwards in time, when wishes were once granted? Welcome back, Guardians. My name is Samlab. Today I would like to discuss one of the most controversial subjects within Destiny, the fated 15th wish. It was supposedly granted by Riven, the last Ahamkara, a wish dragon if you prefer. Though I'm not totally convinced, in the cryptarch history of humanity, very few records of Guardians who were able to successfully defeat these mythological beasts and collect the spoils of battle exist. Though many know the story, I believe bringing everyone up to speed on the Ahamkara and their relevance to the current story is critical. There are very little species, bones, that litter the pages of lore, armaments, and planets in Destiny. What is known, however, is that they possessed the power to shapeshift and grant wishes, appearing in the Sol system sometime after the Traveler arrived. The power of the Ahamkara is on a paracausal level, capable of granting any wish you desire. With high intelligence, they can appear in any form of their choice, but frequently chose draconian or reptilian shapes, which gained them the moniker Wish Dragons. In order to fulfill any wish, Ahamkara would draw on wishing magics, based in the anthem anathemes, to transform desire into reality to suit a purpose. This is made possible using words. A subject or person could be bound within the sentence of, "Oh, something mine." Phrasing in this manner would invoke a binding, a trap. Like a viper does to its prey once attacked, the venom causes a paralysis. By doing this, Ahamkara quite literally bend all elements to their will, dark matter, elements, time and space, their sole purpose being the anthematic arc. Each Ahamkara wishes to become more real, or transcend reality to exist on a higher plane. The Ahamkara made their first appearance in the Sol system after the Traveler had arrived. Multiple data extracts suggests they were part of the neoliberal that was generated by the Traveler's terraforming process, but there is no concrete evidence. The Ishtar Academy had invested significant amounts of time and resources into studying the Wish Dragons during the Golden Age. The Awoken also claim to have discovered them after the collapse. They have extensive experience with the Ahamkara. The Awoken. Rumors and suspicions say that it was the Nine who sent the Ahamkara to the rocky planetoid that would later birth the foundations of the Dreaming City. A Wish Dragon cannot be killed, oh no, for in their death there is yet existence. The very bones of the Ahamkara will whisper and lure their prey in, coaxing in with subtleties and false promises. At the dawn of the Last City is when Guardians became aware of the Ahamkara's presence. Have a listen to this ghost fragment, Legends 3 lore entry, titled The Great Ahamkara Hunt. After great deliberation, it was determined that the Ahamkara be made extinct. It was not an easy decision. Power had been obtained from the bargains, and the city needed power. Knowledge had been gleaned, and the Ahamkara knew answers to questions no one had known to ask. But the price was too high, and no edict or forbearance seemed to stop Guardians from seeking them out, driven by hope or vengeance or despair. The call had to be silenced, so the Great Hunt did its work, and thus the Ahamkara were made extinct, their call silenced, their solipsistic flatteries erased, their great design, if it ever existed, broken. There you have it. The Ahamkara were hunted to extinction within the Sol system. Though Riven is the last documented Ahamkara, rumors floated around that more Ahamkara had been spotted as far as Jupiter and Io. Here is the thing, not for 1 second do I actually believe that all Ahamkara vanished, and there are 2 points for this. The first is that Ziva Arath and the other Hive siblings encountered Ahamkara during their battle against the Harmony, one of the many races on Fundament. The second is that even after the Great Hunt, Ahamkara was still in existence. Sometime after the war between the Awoken and the Hive, Oryx, the Taken King, had learned of Riven and went to visit the Ahamkara. It is unclear whether Riven led him there or Oryx sensed her presence, but cleverly she baited Oryx into taking the Ahamkara. Due to the paracausal nature of the Ahamkara, it wasn't possible to truly be taken, and somehow Riven was able to make use of this power for herself. Once the Nine had discovered what had happened, they launched their own plan. Have a listen to this lore entry from the book The Dreaming City, titled Re-Extinction.
She has ruined everything. Such blind arrogance. We are lost, Harry. We will recruit them all if we do not act now. What can we do? Done cannot be undone. Everything is lost. Kill them where they creep and crawl. Let their bones whisper naught. The children, they are not our children. We have no time for sentiment. It is this, or we lay ourselves bare before the veil. No. We must, before he takes them all. Imagine his power. Reach together now. No, no, no. Let our touch be lethal. Riven, we will it so. The dreamer is lost, cull the rest. That our judgment be true. We will it so.
Since she crawled out of that pit on the moon, Eris Morn has held the power of the Ahamkara within her hand. Since 2017, years have passed since the machinations of the Taken Wish Dragon and blighting the Dreaming City. For the first time during Season 22, reference to a wish has been brought up more than once. Have a listen to this audio log from Immaru.
Savathun took these guys apart and put them back together. She knows exactly how they work. They're a little Ahamkara trick. Wishing someone back alive doesn't mean they'll come back the same. I heard Eris knows all about wishing. Too bad you put Riven in the ground. It sounds like you could use a wish or two.
Why Immaru chose to bring up wishes, and more specifically a wish or two, is a little puzzling, and it got me thinking, where are the two most prominent places wishes could be made from an Ahamkara bone? That's when it hit me. The two most obvious places would be Eris Morn's Ahamkara bone, which can be seen when she's holding it, or the Ahamkara skull hanging above Shax in the Tower of the Last City. Canonically, there are Ahamkara bones everywhere, including weapons and armor wielded by hundreds of thousands of Guardians. Have a listen to this next audio log from Eris Morn.
You said the worm gods derive their power the same way as the Ahamkara.
That is Queen Mara's prevailing theory. They are thaumaturge, the space between the actual and possible. That power transformed the Hive from a prey species into some of the strongest beings in the universe. And it saved me in the Hellmouth.
But the Ahamkara never give you what you want.
They do. But our wants are tangled and contradictory. Such is the nature of the Ahamkara. Such is the nature of desire.
You see, the basis of paracausal power in Destiny is anchored on one fact, and one fact alone. That which isn't can be made manifest by sheer thought, will and imagination. To invoke impossibility itself. Eris understands this, and shared with Ikora some small part of how she was able to leave the Hellmouth, making a wish using the Ahamkara bone. During the Great Hunt, Eris and Ikora worked together to rid the Sol system of some troublesome Ahamkara. Even though the Ahamkara seem to have no limit, they do have parameters by which they are supposed to operate. The Awoken discovered this during the construction of the Dreaming City. Have a listen to this next audio log.
Dozens of Ahamkara have crawled or flown or slithered across this platform since it was built. They had the power to change their shape, to reform themselves to match the expectation of their beholders. We expected nothing of them, and so they came as they were.
Changing shape or shape-shifting is a powerful lure. The Ahamkara use this as predators to seclude their prey. What better way to entice their victims than becoming the very object of their desire? Any candidate making a wish, then, is a very simple process indeed. It stands to reason that a creature with an infinite intelligence such as the Ahamkara would easily be able to outmaneuver extinction. Or could it be that this is what the Ahamkara as a species ultimately desire? To transcend this causal existence into another dimension, looking down upon their victim and draw them in with whispers. If Eris Morn truly holds the ability to again make another wish, is this part of the contingency that Savathun is relying on? Or is Savathun simply waiting for Mara Sov to hatch her plan? You may know what I am about to refer to. In Mara Sov's chambers, there are multiple joining rooms. One such room originally held the Witch Queen, supposedly imprisoned within crystal, preventing her escape. The most curious aspect of this bargain with Mara Sov, however, is we never learned what Mara Sov and Savathun were able to discuss whilst no one was around. It's no coincidence that several feet away from Savathun's chamber during the Season of the Lost is an additional room locked by double gates. If you were able to pan the camera up, you can see the Ahamkara egg, perfectly nestled on some royal pillows. So I will leave you with my last thoughts. If Savathun had planned on being captured this whole time, there is no telling what she was able to do or achieve during her time with Mara Sov. It could have been as simple as planting an idea or leaving something behind to secure another contingency. And understanding the relationship that Eris Morn has with Marasov, could the 15th wish be the return of Ahamkara into being? Who knows? Tell me what you think in the comments. The fascinating thing about the Ahamkara is my perspective isn't the only perspective within the community. My Name is Bife will also have an Ahamkara video going up on Friday, so be sure to check your YouTube subscription boxes so that you can catch that. For now, that's all I have for you. Do not lose hope, Guardians. Despite how bleak it may seem, the dawning of a new horizon and the brilliance of new light will be life-changing. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Consider subscribing and click the bell to find out when my next lore video goes live. Remember that no matter what you're facing at this moment in time, you can do all things. Stay safe and Godspeed.